Hey everybody, Robert Van Valkenburgh here at Kogen Dojo in Severna Park with James Dillon from Bowerhouse MMA under Vicente Junior. Black belt out in Frederick, Maryland. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, awesome to have you out tonight. Kind of like how a lot of this stuff goes, the jiu-jitsu community is kind of small, especially like on social media and stuff, and as a school owner, I'm watching the other schools and things like that, and I watch and see, people that have good attitudes and that are doing well in jiu-jitsu, and I try to invite them out to come out and teach a class here every once in a while so that we can get different perspectives. And I really wanted to have James out, and he just got his black belt a few months ago, about a month ago, yeah. So I wanted to have him out to teach class tonight, and he graciously accepted. Super excited to be here, which it's always nice to have people be excited, but I'm just going to talk to him a little bit about how he got into jiu-jitsu, a little bit about his school out where he trains now, and what he's going to go over tonight and stuff like that. So how did you start with jiu-jitsu?
Well, I grew up wrestled from third grade all the way through my senior year of high school. I saw it was the Frederick Fight Club. I drove past it one day and I was like, "What's this?" And I was thinking maybe I'll try some MMA. Get in there in the ring, and then I practiced a little MMA for a little bit, but I didn't really like getting punched and kicked in the face. And so I just kind of started doing just like wrestling and NoGi jiu-jitsu, because I thought the gi was kind of stupid at the time. And now I love it. I'm a wrestler, so naturally NoGi is a little bit easier for me. But I just stuck with it. I love teaching classes. Frederick Fight Club was Ken Stevens was my first instructor, along with Matt Handsman, Chris Bauer, and Vicente Junior. And from Frederick Fight Club became Bowerhouse MMA, and I've stuck with it ever since. I love teaching classes, like to compete as much as I can. That's about it.
So what is it about jiu-jitsu that you like, especially with the wrestling background? Do you feel like it's an extension of your wrestling, like it's a little bit more advanced version of wrestling, or just something different that you can stick with for?
I like about it, it's a great exercise, keeps me out of trouble a little bit. Definitely an extension of my wrestling, but it's definitely different.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot more. I feel like jiu-jitsu never ends. There's always a new move or a new technique or a new counter, and you can never stop learning. I feel like now I got my black belt, like I'm really starting to understand jiu-jitsu a little bit, especially with the gi.
My first teacher, whenever somebody would get a black belt, he would say, a black belt is a serious beginner.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like the starting point. It's almost like a new white belt. See you later, Ike.
Everyone tells me this is where it starts now.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see where it takes me. Hopefully 2019 I can get back to competing. IBJJF, gi and NoGi divisions. It's going to be hopefully it's going to be a big year for me.
And you won super heavyweight world Pan Am IBJJF Worlds at brown belt, right?
Yeah, it was the Pan Am New York Masters 1 ultra heavyweight brown belt division. I took first place in that.
Nice.
It's pretty exciting. It was probably the biggest thing I ever won. So it's definitely a good day.
Yeah, it's awesome. So one of the questions I like to ask people is, what is it that you wish that you knew when you started jiu-jitsu that would have made your jiu-jitsu better, faster? What would have made your jiu-jitsu training a little bit easier? Like, if you could go back to your white belt self, what would you tell him, about all the things you've learned in one kind of idea?
Probably definitely my closed guard game, or just my guard game in general. I wish I would have worked a little harder at. Spider guard, anything off my back. I'm not really a guard puller. I go for takedowns and pass the guard, but I wish when I first started I would have concentrated a little bit more on that stuff, but time will tell.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's good. Everybody's got a different answer. It's nice to hear all the different unique takes. What is it that you guys have going on now? I mean, you have any special events at your school coming up or anything like that? Just kind of chilling out for the holidays?
We got a couple guys, I think, getting promoted to blue belt December 1st. So that's going to be a big day. We've got a lot of hard-working white belts. They've been white belts for a while. They've been competing. And I think it's their time to get that blue belt. So that's going to be pretty exciting to see these guys advance. I'm excited for them.
Where exactly are you guys located?
Frederick, Maryland, Grove Road, 7313 Grove Road in Frederick, Maryland. Yeah.
You got classes every day of the week?
Classes every day of the week. 6:30 Monday through Friday is NoGi. And no, I'm sorry. We have classes 6:30. That are 6:30 and 7:30. So the 6:30 class is the fundamental class, and then the 7:30 class is the advanced class.
Okay.
And we have a pretty awesome open mat on Sundays at 11 o'clock. I run that, and everyone's invited. You just got to sign the waiver, come out and roll. We'll have a good time.
Yep. And you also teach the fundamentals class on Wednesdays?
Wednesday night, I teach the gi fundamentals class.
Good. Well, so everybody has kind of different takes on what fundamentals are. What is it that you go over in your fundamentals classes?
Well, we have like an 18-week curriculum that we follow, that we stick to. So, one day it's, the closed guard will do like a scissor sweep to arm bar, or like a Kimura from the closed guard. Then the next week will be back mount escapes when someone has your back, just like 2 or 3 ways to, the most basic ways to escape. Then another week will be takedowns. Other week will be passing top half guard, or the other week will be bottom half guard.
Cool. Nice. So, what are you going to show us tonight?
We're going to do some grip breaks from standing, a couple takedown setups, and some various guard passing, but all pretty basic stuff. We're going to do, hopefully we can do like a basic spider guard pass, basic half guard pass, maybe we'll do a bullfighter pass, but it's all going to be, pretty simple stuff. It's nothing fancy.
Good. That's why I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything else you want to mention while you're here? Anything you got coming up for yourself for the new year? You said you're going to be competing at black belt, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm just going to get myself in the best shape I can. Try to eat healthy. Train as consistent as I can, and get ready for 2019.
Cool.
Keep teaching, keep training, and, keep doing the good thing. Meeting cool guys like you.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming out, and for everybody out there, like I said, we have guest instructor out every Monday. At 8 o'clock. We're at 549 Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard in Severna Park, right in the middle of Severna Park, Maryland. And if there's anybody wants to see come out, if anybody wants to volunteer to come out, hit me up. You can hit me up through the Kogen Dojo Facebook page, or you can go to our website, kogendojo.com, or if you know me on Facebook, then you can just hit me up that way. And we take recommendations, if the schedule fits, if the personality fits, then we try to get them in and see different stuff, because at the end of the day, we're a Helson Gracie school, so we do a lot of self-defense focused jiu-jitsu, but we like to get in, all the different approaches so that we can see what's going on in the jiu-jitsu world, so that we're not really isolated, and kind of insulated from what's going on. And not only that, it's really intended to help build a community around jiu-jitsu, as opposed to, the school versus school stuff, which is, when you go compete, then that's school versus school, but in the general community, there's really no need for that, because we should all be at open mats together. We should all be, hanging out together, going to schools together, and getting together as a one jiu-jitsu community and just having fun,
Definitely.
So awesome. Thank you very much for coming out, and looking forward to a class.
Yeah, man.
And get on the mats. Thanks.
All right, thank you.